Hello, this is Dr. Leo at Letime. Infusion brings a lot of opportunities to use herbs, and it's one of the most effective and cost-saving methods for the herbal extract. And these are the three commonly used solvents for infusion, including the alcohol, glycerin, and oil. But when we are going to make an infusion, which solvent should we choose? In this video, I will compare these three different solvents in 4 key aspects. And after watching the video, you will know exactly which solvent you should go to make your infusion correctly. What is infusion? Infusion is a solvent extraction process, like just making a tea. You just add a tea leaf with a couple of hot water. So that is called a water extraction process or water infusion process. The same way we're using the different media or solvents to extract herbs. It's pretty simple. Start with, you just need an herb and a solvent, mix them together, and you don't need some time, you don't need an extra tool. Just live in the bottle for a few months, and then you just strain it and use it. So there are many different solvents we can use, including alcohol, glycerin, oil, sugar, honey, vinegar, and water. But these three are the most popular solvents to be used for infusion because of the wider applications. In this video, I'll explain the difference of these 3 major used solvents in 4 aspects. The first one is their effectiveness of extraction. Second is the shelf life. And third is the herb. And last one is their different uses. The first one is about their extraction efficiency. So in order to talk about that, I have 2 different angles. The first one based on their molecular size. Alcohol has its molecular weight is 46, and glycerin is 92, and oil is over hundreds. Coconut oil is average molecular weight is 674, and olive oil is over 800. Smaller number of the molecular weight means smaller molecules. The smaller molecules have a better penetration power to the herbs, so that can bring the phytochemicals out of the herb. This one has the best penetration. The second is glycerin, and last one is oil. The second angle is the compounds can be extracted. Alcohol is nonpolar solvents. It has ability to extract water soluble, oil soluble, and alcohol soluble. It has the widest extraction ability, to extract the most of the chemicals out of the herbs, including essential oil, flavonoids, polyphenols, alkaloids. Those good stuff can be extracted by alcohol. Glycerin is also a polar solvent as the alcohol, but it's milder compared with alcohol because of its larger molecule and it's stickier. If you use glycerin, you will know it's quite sticky compared with alcohol. Alcohol is like water. So the glycerin also have a pretty good extraction ability, including it can extract the polyphenols, flavonoids, alkaloids, and minerals. Minerals are also quite important for our hair or skin care, and a portion of essential oil. And the last one is oil because of its large molecule. It's not like a glycerin or like alcohol. They are the single chemical compound. Oil are a big mixture of multiple fatty acids, and the large molecules make it less penetratable to the herb. It can also extract the fat soluble like essential oil or portion of polyphenols. So now we can see the difference between the solvents. Alcohol has the strongest ability, and then the glycerin and then the oil. The second aspect is the shelf life. After infusion, you want to know the shelf life of after using a different solvents. Alcohol has a pretty good shelf life. It can go beyond a year, because it's alcohol is a sanitizer, and it has a very strong, ability to keep stuff longer lifetime. And glycerin also pretty good. It can go over a year, but the trick is when you're using the glycerin, make sure the glycerin concentration is over 75%. If you're getting lower, your shelf life will become less. And the oil is the least one. It can be around months, depends on the oil you're using. For the coconut oil, refined coconut oil, it can be around 9 months to a year. But if you're using the olive oil, it's around 6 months to 9 months. So be careful, mark the infusion make time, the date, so you know the shelf life of your infusion. The third one is about the herbs to be extracted. We can use dry or fresh herbs to make an infusion, but it depends on the solvents. Alcohol, you can use either dry or fresh. But because the fresh herbs contains moisture, so when you are making tincture with alcohol with the fresh herb, you want to add a little bit more herb to keep it more potent, because they kind of like a diluted. And glycerin also work well with dry and fresh. When you're using the fresh, you can use pure the glycerin, but if you are doing like a dry herbs, you can make a mixture of water and glycerin to help you, because glycerin is so sticky and it's a high viscosity. So adding a portion of the water can help improve extraction for the dry herbs. Oil normally you only use with dry herbs, because fresh herbs contain the water. When your water mix with oil, it can easily cause the oil rancid or decayed, oxidized. Or even if we're using some fresh herbs like a garlic, a basil, you get a high chance of bacterial contamination. Watch my other video talk about, the bacterial contamination can cause a series of health problems if you don't use it correctly. The last one is about the infusion uses. When alcohol is very strong, it's very effective to make the infusion. But because it contains alcohol, it limits the scope of the consumers. So it's not good for those people who cannot tolerate alcohol, or for the child, pregnant. You gotta use it very carefully. And also the tincture, because it's so strong and potent, so you want to use it as a medicine. You can use it internally or externally. Both ways are fine. The glycerin can be a very good alternate for the alcohol, because of it's pretty good extraction efficiency, and it's milder, and also it contains no alcohol, so it's tastes better, it's a sweeter taste. So this can go wider scope, and glycerin can also go internal and external. Glycerin is also a good moisturizer, so it works well for the skin care or hair care, the body care. Oil, because it's a unique position, because oil can be used for lotion, massage oil, cream, soap. So it's a wonderful infusion solvent for work with many different herbs. And this brings the combination of the benefits from the oil and herb together into the body care, the products. And besides its external use, It also work well for, internal culinary. So like you use rosemary with olive oil. It works very well. Thank you for watching. If you feel it's helpful, like the video, subscribe channel, become a member. This is Dr. Leo. See you next time.